Hey everybody, it's Tiffany from A Different Chick Farm and Orchard here in Johnson City, Tennessee. And if you're a follower of our channel, thank you very much. If you're not, hopefully you'll like this video and you'll subscribe to catch up with what we're doing. So, as most of you all know, we're a certified organic farm here in Johnson City, Tennessee. Today is March 22nd. Sometimes when you work on a farm, you forget what day it is. So it's March 22nd, I believe. Pretty sure. But it's on a Saturday. Nice weather. And I am in our plot that we call our Across the Creek plot, where we have several things planted. Most of these are kind of what I call my set it and forget it crops. Here we are in zone 7B, 7A, 7B. We just got rezoned as far as planting zone. I think most everybody did last year just because everything kind of changed and weather shifted. So what I am going to do today is show you what I have got growing, how it's growing, and why we like it, and so forth. So first off, I'm going to switch you around here. So our garlic. So I planted our garlic early winter, late fall. Some of it was planted later than others. Some of it's planted on fabric, some of it's not. Mostly because we were kind of doing this as an experiment, or at least I was. So, this has been in the ground most of the winter. As you can tell, what's in the ground and on fabric, there's not a whole lot of difference. We tilled this quite nicely to get rid of most of the weeds. Obviously, you can still see there's weeds there. It's basically, you're never going to get rid of weeds. What we have got as far as varieties go, this one is Chestnut Red. So it is going to be a red colored garlic. It's a pretty strong garlic. We really like strong garlic around here. And we've got, let's see, Northern White. So I haven't ever grown the Northern White before. It is definitely a new one for me, but we got this one from King Garlic. It is looking great. It has got some thick stems on it. Just really nice looking garlic. I am very happy with it thus far. Hopefully it'll taste great. Asian Tempest, one of my favorite ones that we grow. Definitely a strong garlic looking plant. Getting very thick stems on it. Some smaller, some is bigger. If you are not aware, when you order your garlic seed or when you keep your garlic seed, the bigger cloves are going to give you bigger bulbs. So a bulb usually has 5 to 15 to 20 cloves on it, depending on what kinds you get. We like getting the smaller amount of cloves with bigger bulbs, so I don't have to go through and peel as much, because I don't like peeling garlic on little bitty tiny cloves. Sometimes we'll just plant the little ones anyway, but I always, when I go to order new garlic or when I go to keep my garlic, I keep the biggest cloves of all and the biggest bulbs. When you start with big bulbs, you get big plants, which also result in big bulbs. If you start with little cloves, you're going to have little bulbs. They don't sell for as much, they don't do as well, and they are a pain in a neck to go through and peel. So that's how we start. Just a big tip there, it is worth the extra couple dollars per pound. Absolutely, 100%. I would have it no other way. So so we got music. So I've been keeping this variety for a long time, and like I said, I always keep the biggest bulbs. I don't do a lot of music because it's not my favorite. It's a great garlic. It's a really good garlic, actually. It's just not as flavorful as some of the other varieties, not as strong, so I don't like it as well. That being said, It's got very, very strong roots to it. Somehow along the line, that one got 2 in it, which is easy to do sometimes. It just happens. So we have some of this planted on fabric because we had some old fabric that was just going to be thrown away anyway. And I was like, you know what? Let's put it on fabric. It's no extra cost to us. We'll see how it does. So we reuse our landscaping fabric as much as we can before it's just time to throw it away. So we use it where we can, how often we can, to get its full use out of it, to justify having it. It's great for weed prevention. I love it. Honestly, we couldn't do as much as we do here on the farm without the weed fabric. So it's a necessity for us. So let's go to our next variety. I think this might be elephant. It is. It's an elephant garlic. So elephant garlic is not actually garlic. We call it garlic. And so here's also one of the things with fabric. Sometimes you gotta pull stuff out of it because we have had some severe winds in this area and it wreaks havoc on everything, including pulling landscape staples out of the ground. So stick that back in there. Hopefully we won't have that problem again. But elephant garlic it's a really, really huge bulb, but it's in the allium family, but it's not garlic. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. It's kind of like a fake garlic. It doesn't have a strong flavor as most garlic, but it's cool and it's huge, which is why it's called elephant garlic, because it's humongous. That being said, as you can tell, some of these are not even as big as what my music is and some of the other varieties down here. So but the bulb hopefully is growing great under all this. So we'll see when it's time to harvest it. Next we have, I love this one, Georgian Fire. So it is a very strong garlic. Love it. The taste is great. Produces a good bulb. It's not a big or extra large bulb. Doesn't have extra large cloves, but it has got such a good flavor. So it's very spicy, and if you know us, we love our spicy stuff. That's why we grow peppers, is because we love it hot. So we love our Georgian Fire. It's great. Just love the flavor of it. It's so good. So next, Enchilium Red. So this is also one of our great garlics that we love. We actually have got not just this one. We have all of this other is Enchilium Red. That's why much we like it, because so the Enchilium, it's not so strong. It's so hot it'll like make you think you're eating hot peppers. But it's strong, has a strong garlic flavor, multi-use. It's good for roasting and eating and like everything. It's a great garlic. I love it. So it's a great multi-use for us. We got some of these bulbs we ordered early, and we got them in the large and extra large cloves. Some of them we got in bulk, and I had like 25 pounds bulk that I bought. It's a little bit smaller, which is the ones over to the right side. That being said, they're not really that much smaller than what these are, so sometimes it works out. Most of the time it does, but you know, who knows? So you can tell, so these guys, so two things here. So you can see a little bit of yellowing leaf. It looks like these might need a little bit more nitrogen. The rest of my garlic down through there so far looks pretty good, but I think these guys are going to need a little bit more nitrogen. That also being said, we have a black walnut tree, so right above this garlic. I have never planted garlic by black walnuts. I've planted tomatoes by black walnuts. They die. Peppers, they die. Corn grows well. So it just depends on what you grow, if it's jugulone tolerant, because black walnuts contain jugulone. So it's a toxic thing. and it will actually kill a lot of different plants off. There's not the study on everything for it. It's not just that it leaches off the tree, but it's in the root system. So where the root system goes, it leaks that juglone. So if you want plants under a black walnut tree, you got to make sure you actually plant something that is juglone tolerant. So I believe thus far the garlic is fairly juglone tolerant, except for, I don't know if this is just a poor area right here, which is why this garlic's just not doing amazing, or what's going on. But I'm going to put a little bit more nitrogen on here and see how it goes, because I want it to do well. I want huge cloves. And like I said, this is the same thing. So I don't feel like jugulone's the issue. It's just this patch right here. So who knows? Next is Vietnamese red. I love Vietnamese red. Really strong garlic flavor. These are not as big as some of the other varieties, as you can tell. They are growing a little bit slower also. But that's why we grow a lot of them, to see how they grow, how we like them. But I love the flavor of it, so it doesn't matter how slow it is compared to the other ones. I am going to keep it because I love it. Korean red, also one of my loves in life. This one's got some weeds to it. Now, there's probably technically a term to this as to what this actually is growing. Some of y'all probably would eat it. We have it growing everywhere. I haven't ate it. Some of y'all ate dandelions. We've had dandelions growing wild here forever, and we don't eat dandelions here in East Tennessee. I know, it's crazy. Some of y'all do. We just don't, take the weeds and throw them out there. We actually, kind of let dandelions grow, but, we also pick them up and throw them. Now, I have people that before have requested dandelions and dandelion greens, and I will definitely pick them and sell them to you if you want dandelions. But we've got them everywhere, so we're not in no, hurting for dandelions around here and these weeds that other people eat. I would rather have lettuce. It's just me. It's okay. We all have different tastes. I don't like bitter stuff. I don't really like arugula. I like arugula on some stuff. I like arugula on pizza, especially if you add steak to it. But I'm not a big arugula fan. So that's actually our last garlic here. So this is the rest of our garlic that was planted in actually, quite honestly, a couple increments. So this was the first increment, and the last little bit of increments, and then the last increment. As you can see, we've got plants that are further along, plants that are not as far as long, plants that are growing bigger, plants that are growing smaller. And quite honestly, there's only about a week and a half difference between these and these. So yes, you can plant garlic late, and I do it often because, well, it is what it is. I don't have unlimited time to do everything and take care of 6 acres. So I do things as I can. It just is what it is. So I put this stone here so I could tell this was the first plant, well, technically the second planting. This was the third planting. So these are only about 2.5 weeks apart. Well, 1.5 weeks apart, but big difference. Quite big, much smaller. Now, like I was saying, I do not get everything planted on time all the time. Quite late on a lot of stuff. It is what it is. You go with the flow. It's okay. If it doesn't get done, try again next year. But garlic has been one of those that I love to grow. There has been times that I don't get it seeded and planted until February, and I still have garlic. It may not be as big, and then there's times that I actually get it planted when I'm supposed to in November. I didn't this year. Not at all. I actually got it planted in December, and within a couple days in January. I was actually out here planting this last bit when it was freezing outside. I actually got like frostbite on my hiney because I was like scooting along. But for y'all that don't know, I had knee surgery, elbow surgery, and wrist surgery, well, hand surgery on like January 6th. So I had a short time frame to get all this stuff done. So I did what I could. But hopefully that teaches you a little bit about garlic. When we go to harvest this, I will come back through and we'll see what we got and the different bulb sizes. And hopefully I will also do like a taste testing video. And then if you're local here or close to the area, we will have our garlic at the farmer's market, which is great also. And if you love our hot sauces and spices, that's why we're doing all of this garlic, is so hopefully we can actually put some or sell some so you all can have some of the tastes of the different garlic that we sell. So if you like this video, like it. If you haven't subscribed to our channel and you think we have great content, then subscribe to our channel, because it really helps us out to have more viewers. And it gives us encouragement that we're just not boring you to death, which I might be doing right now. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed Different Chick Farm and Orchard. This is Tiffany, and hope you have a wonderful, blessed day.